Need to stretch, mama.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tuck Rule Takes, episode 95. There were a lot of choices today, guys, but the Chandler Jones episode
that was
of Tuck Rule Takes. One of my favorite players when he was here. I know Liam feels the same. Al probably hates him because he doesn't like good Patriots players like Mac Jones. Speaking of Al, Al is here. Liam's here. I'm here. I got my blue light glasses. I didn't just get a prescription, so if anybody's wondering, that's what's going on. But like I said, episode 95, we are recording tonight because one of us thought that he should schedule himself to work during our regular recording day.
Yeah, Al. Fucking ridiculous.
I'm on summer break
Al.
still. Don't even try it.
And it was not myself, but who cares? We're here. Episode 95. There's a lot of shit. Obviously, we're going to talk about Zeke signing. There's a couple of injuries, things here and there we're going to talk about. But, before Zeke signed, guys, Liam, you mentioned it right before we got on. Football is fucking back.
First game, baby.
Let's fucking go. Oh, my God. I've never cared so much. But does it not feel like it's been fucking forever? Since football has been back, like for some reason,
so much pent up horniness that's been bubbling over, waiting for this first game.
God, look, I'm gonna adjust how I'm sitting now, just talking about it. I'm getting excited. Football is back. I was pumped. It sucked not to see the starters and Mac Jones because obviously you want to see your boy out there behind a healthy offensive line with Parker, Juju, Bourne, everybody out there. But there was still a lot of things to talk about, though.
You know what, Mike? We didn't really need to see Mac Jones out there. We saw the better quarterback out there. Bailey Zappe, the real starter, our real franchise, went out there and showed us exactly what Patriots fans have been wanting from him.
Actually, you know what? There was a better quarterback did play, not than Mac Jones, but there was a good quarterback that played. What was it? Wednesday night, right? Tuesday, whatever the fuck it was. Wednesday night. And it was not Bailey Zappe. It's actually an undrafted fella, but I'm sure we'll talk about him too. But a lot of ways to go with it. I think what the fuck did I write down? First thing I wanted to write down, I want to talk about, which I know pretty much was like the talk of the town, which this game seems like forever ago because as we're recording, it is like a week past it, but still, Keion White. All I wrote down was Keion White, Hall of Fame. All I wrote down.
God.
I wrote
H-O-F.
Did you guys see him play? Obviously you did.
Yeah.
This man he is amazing. He is not a boy. Most people that come out of college are boys. You're 21, 22, 23. Actually, I don't really I forget how old you are when you come out, but whatever, you're around there. This guy looked like fucking Aaron Donald, not how he was playing, but his side, he looked fucking normal out there. Like he might be. I got to go back and see what we all said about the Patriots draft, and I'll probably do that before next week.
That's going to be such a fun episode already.
I want to know because I'm going to do it before the regular season.
I think you had like the highest praise on Keion White, which is looking really good right about.
I think I did. I believe I'm not
pretty
sure.
Sure,
but
I
either
said
way,
Marte Mapu, which is not looking great, but that's okay.
I guess today he's got the red jersey off, so he's full contact. But yeah, Keion White. If this guy can continue kind of evolving or kind of play like he did in like when the games matter, I don't know how anybody's going to do anything against this front seven. Not with Keion White. Like
I don't like to overreact, but we saw it last preseason game. When, 3 games now, I think? Yeah. So in the 3 preseason games last year, Ramondre Stevenson just looked head and shoulders better than all the other guys he was playing against.
Everybody.
And we're like, all right, we're trying not to overreact here, but Ramondre Stevenson looks really good. And we were pretty big on the Stevenson train. We were early adopters.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of looking like that same thing. You're like, damn. He picked number 99. That's a badass number. And then he goes out there and you're
fucking
like,
number.
all right, number 99's fucking shit up. And then it's
99?
Like, right. Yeah. You're like, first game. I'm trying not to freak out, but he looks really fucking good right now. It's like, oh my God, he blew up another play. Okay. All right.
It kept happening. There was no reason. And we were right about Stevenson. So we have a good track record.
We're like,
have
he
a good
just looks
track
so
record.
good. We're like, trying not to get ahead of ourselves.
Oh my God. Al, I hope that you were as excited as us, which I believe you were.
Oh yeah.
Keion White,
Oh,
future defensive player of the year.
I mean, like I said,
So, hold on, sorry, Al. Does this mean you're off the Ronnie Perkins train? Is it now the Keion White train? Or?
he's
Fucking
always
saw
going to be
before the
Ronnie
game,
Perkins train.
before the preseason, before the first game. I'm looking who the inactives were. Fucking Ronnie Perkins. I'm like, God damn it.
Hey, that's all
I was hoping
Nah,
nobody
you're good.
like thank God that we aren't big enough yet to where people know my love for Ronnie Perkins.
Yeah.
Because if we had like a big following, like a huge following, I would get crucified.
Oh yeah,
you
every time Ronnie Perkins is inactive. Luckily, we're not there yet, so hopefully by the time we get Ronnie Perkins is showing up,
every week
yeah,
you would get roasted.
No, still behind Ronnie Perkins, but like Keion White is a very close second. But yeah, Al, what do you think of Keion?
Oh, loved Keion White, and especially I think the Texans. There was one play in particular. The Texans, I think, ran like a screen, and even though the running back dropped it, Keion White just comes in, pops the running back, ball pops out, and it was like this dude has arrived. And when I mean arrived, I mean he looks the part and is ready to make a contribution this season. Not in 2 seasons, not in like 5 seasons down the line. Mm-hmm. This upcoming season, he looks like he can be an absolute animal on that defensive line. And I said this last week too. He's also going to help Matt Judon, because if he can be this dominant against starting offensive lines that he opposes, and he can beat his man more often than not, other teams are going to have to game plan against him. And guess what? That can leave one-on-one matchups for Judon that are really favorable. And if they're both covered, then you still got to worry about Christian Barmore. And then if you got to worry about Christian Barmore, you got to worry about – you're right. And if you've got to worry about Christian Barmore, then you got to worry about Lawrence Guy. You got to worry about Lawrence Guy. If you get by the front seven, then you got to worry about throwing the ball against guys like Adrian Phillips and Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers.
Al, you left people up. Uche.
Josh Uche. Yep.
Al's been forgetting about Uche the last 2 weeks.
Dietrich Wise, who just got
I don't know what's up with that.
Who just got an extension. You have all these people, like you said. So say you double, let's just say, play it out real quick. Say you double Judon, which they probably will. So you have someone chip him, a running back coming out, whatever it is. Yeah. Barmore might get a one-on-one. He might get a guard over there too. If Keion White develops, if he can, like you said, if he consistently beats his man, what happens when you have Uche coming in on a stunt, or when you have Bentley coming in on a delayed blitz or something? This is what's going to help the defense and help the young secondary with Marcus Jones, Jack Jones, and help them Christian Gonzalez, help them develop too. Because if the quarterback doesn't have that much time to throw, obviously you don't have to cover the guy for that long. I'm so fucking excited. I'm so fucking excited for Keion White.
And I don't like to make too big of a deal on things, but what is the ultimate way to stop any quarterback? It's a lot of pressure. Think about the games when Tom Brady was on the Patriots and we lost. All those annoying Broncos games, it was because Von Miller was off the
Eagles Super Bowl, the last play on offense, or one of the last plays.
We didn't touch Tom Brady any other time throughout that. There was no sacks really on either side, much like the last. But that
last one, he couldn't hit James White because he had pressure. That's how you get him. Yeah.
The Mahomes Brady Super Bowl. Mahomes scored 9 friggin' points because he just had no protection, was getting bodied by White and all the other ones. Doesn't matter the quarterback. Doesn't matter if we're playing Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers. If Tua's still alive, doesn't matter who we're playing against.
Anyone.
You can't do anything if you don't have time. The greatest quarterback can't do anything if they don't have time.
No, and I think that's going to be the identity of the defense. They're not going to have your blanket coverage, not too many one-on-ones. Maybe you might have them here and there and all that, but it's just you're gonna get, if you can get pressure with your front four and not sending someone extra, that opens everything up for you. And then when you do send extra people, that just makes it even more. So it's and you don't know who's going to go. Because you've got Bentley, you have Anthony Jennings still. You have there's so much. Imagine that what they call it, when they did the amoeba defense, when it was everyone was standing up, or was just Will Fork who had his hands on the ground. Imagine the Patriots doing that with Barmore. Barmore is the only one who has his hands on the ground. Everyone else is kind of up and walking around.
Yeah,
you don't know
around.
who's going to come, and anybody could because they all can do it. It's just like, yeah, Al, and then I thought you were going to bring up with Keion White the play where I forget which quarterback it was for the Texans at this point, but he was rolling out. It was a fake handoff or something, and Keion White didn't bite on it. So, and of course, you know, you're not going up against all starters, but the Texans were playing a lot of their starters to start the game. On the offensive line, that he is going to be their starter. Their offensive line had starters playing too. So it's not like Keion White was only playing against bums or, you know, people who aren't going to make the team.
It didn't matter if he's playing the second string players, the third string players. Any starter should dominate either the starters, the second string guys, the third string
Rookies,
guys. Like
they should.
Yeah. And just like Ramondre did last year.
Not only that, we're talking about this defense so much, you know, besides the guys like Duggar and Uche and Bentley and stuff like that, think about the corners you have. Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones. I know Jonathan Jones is injured, but he should be fine to go week 1. We haven't heard anything yet, but I mean,
2 weeks he's been out, dude. 2 weeks.
I know, close to 2 weeks. It's crazy. And then Christian Gonzalez, obviously.
Jack Jones is alive and playing.
Jack Jones, Jack Jones, and his we know deal with his court case with his court case being pushed back. So it's
Jalen Mills too. I mean,
and he
guys thought
that pick at the beginning, I was like, I could hear Mike from
I was
going to
come on here,
like, fuck,
and not fucking stroke the ego, among other things, of Jalen Mills, my fucking guy, the Green Goblin.
Al, do you like Jalen Mills? Are you like a huge?
I'm indifferent. Okay, cool. I got a picture with him, which is cool. But like,
all right, word.
I like.
I just wanted to make sure at least me and Al are on the same page.
I'm playing
here.
it up a little bit, but I do. I am a fan, and I think he'll be better at free safety or, you know, taking over for Devin McCourty. Seems like that's kind of what he'd be better at. But Keion White, I think coming out of it, you know, whatever part of the game you guys want to take it from here, I just wanted to start off with Keion White. I think he was the main story coming out of the game. Keion White
looks so mean. Like
you may have
hitting everyone.
If you
didn't matter if you had the
this
ball.
Makes sense. His picture in the draft when he got drafted. Of course he's not happy. He's always angry.
Yeah.
I love it. Fuck yeah.
Dude, I would love to see a video of him at like a surprise birthday party of his. Like, I bet he's just fucking furious.
And who else?
Belichick face the whole
I was going to say, who else doesn't smile and who else doesn't laugh really? Bill Belichick. So it's
perfect.
That's why he probably the only, I bet the second they met with Keion White, he came through actually, no, they didn't even meet with him. So who knows?
So
but
funny.
Yeah, Keion White was the big thing for me. You guys have anything else to say about it, or just wherever else you want to take it from the first preseason game? What other talking points you guys have from that game?
So I mean, another big thing we have to talk about is Malik Cunningham. I mean, that dude. Let me tell you
what I was talking about before. Yep, little teaser. Bring him in. Malik.
Okay, couple things with that. Number one, they need to cut Trace McSorley like yesterday. I'm going to say it again. Get rid of him. Cool, he has a song. Cool, like he was great at Penn State. All that. It is a good song. I listened to it today, actually. Very good. Very good.
Practice squad. He'll be practice squad.
See, I don't even think he's going to be practice squad. I think what they're going to do is they're going to have Cunningham on like the scout team or like the practice squad or whatever, and they're going to roll with Mac and Bailey Zappe. But
you can carry 3 quarterbacks now, but only one. What is it? Only one can come in the game, and the other one is only there for injury.
Yeah,
right?
like an emergency like or something like that.
So I think that I heard people saying that maybe Zappe, I hate even saying his name, would be the one who would come in like for injury, and Cunningham would be the one that they could actually bring in and out. I don't know. I'll have to look it up exactly.
Use Cunningham though if he's technically listed as a wide receiver?
I mean, they can use him for a couple different things, right? And something of significance too is that in practice now he's not getting a lot of reps, but he's starting to get like a couple reps here and there with the first string offense. That's not insignificant. That is very, very huge to think about. And that's very, very huge to kind of like analyze and such, because they could come up with a package of, maybe 3-4 plays where Malik Cunningham takes the ball under center, and you can do, maybe an RPO, maybe you do a bootleg, with Cunningham. You have some options.
I saw plays.
Want that though?
Why not?
Some plays, because I saw them running some plays with Zeke. I saw them showing plays with Dak and Zeke, how Dak would get it, do like the thing, and he would throw it to Zeke, like maybe plays like that. Not saying it has to be Zeke in him, but yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Has that ever, like, has a successful team that's actually won like a lot do that. Like the Saints did it when Drew Brees' arm was starting to fail with Taysom Hill. The old Dolphins did it with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. But like it just seems like kind of a dumb idea to take your quarterback off the field for those plays. At least with the old Patriots, Tom Brady would do the thing where he throws himself in the air and it would be a straight handoff to the running
Kevin
back.
Falk
And
would
then
take it up, or
there,
James
yeah,
White
there
would
was still
grab
the
it.
illusion that the quarterback could get it. Like I don't like this gimmicky thing.
A handful of them for the year is all I want. If you're going to have Cunningham there, I would like to have him on the field with Mac, and you can dude, like just imagine, see, and we're talking about these things and they may actually happen now because we have an offensive coordinator who like can like think up things. Like imagine you have him on the field with like a reverse and then he kind of a la the Amendola to Edelman pass, like those types of things. I'd rather have those, but I do think that they'll have things where maybe Mac isn't on the field. That's why I'm saying you got to only do it like a handful of times in the year. I don't want that to be like
it's almost like Jacoby Myers. It's like Jacoby Myers or like you mentioned the Edelman stuff. You know,
I like Jacoby Myers.
So it's
not for that last fucking pass, but
yeah, for his tryout with the Raiders, basically. But
which is fine.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad he's gone.
He got his money, but again, you don't have to overdo it. 2-3 plays, nothing crazy. You throw it out there, you know, once every 4, 5, 6 weeks when you need it in a pinch.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I just brought it up because I've never seen a team do it that's actually like had decent success. Like
it's like the Saints
a little bit, right? Yeah, the Saints a little bit, but that's because Drew Brees was failing. Other than that, like the Saints did the last 2 years, they haven't really done anything. The old Dolphins didn't really do anything.
Yeah, so I looked at the quarterback rule too. That's what it is. So if they have that third quarterback, he's on the roster, but he doesn't take up one of the 53-man spots. So he would come in if the 2 quarterbacks on the roster got hurt.
Went down. Right.
So yeah. Okay. But I think they could get around it, kind of like you said, where if you have Cunningham listed as a wide receiver. So I could totally see Belichick doing that too.
Oh, so, of course. That's how the Patriots roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Like do that. And then you start talking about, well, how many wide receivers do you have on the roster? I don't give a shit. Have as many as you want. As long as the team is filled out, I don't care if you carry 5, 6, 7 with, I don't like that. I saw that being like a talking point coming out of this game. Like, oh, well, now how many? Because you got your top 3, Parker, Juju, and Bourne. Tyquan Thornton's been showing up. We'll talk about him in a second. Then you got Demario Pop Douglas. I don't like the nickname, but whatever. Pop Douglas, Keion Booty, and then you got Malik Cunningham too. That could be that's 7. Like I don't give a sure. Why not? Don't even dress Cunningham for some games. Then I'm sure Booty and Douglas will kind of be active here and there too. So yeah, I don't care. But no, the Cunningham thing was crazy. Like a lot of the plays that he was doing, like he's electric. I could see them like throwing screens and stuff to him. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be out there running fucking routes like Devontae Parker and stuff, but no. I could see him kind of running slants or scheming plays to get quick him stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be something like that, I could see. Liam, what do you want to bring up from the game?
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We lost, and it wasn't a glorious offensive performance by our team. Right? We covered the 2 biggest highlights, which would be Keion White and then Malik Cunningham. Mm-hmm. Other than that, of course, we all saw. And of course, last week I put his name in question, but we saw Tyquan Thornton's crazy 27-yard catch, absolute beauty. Not a great ball by Bailey Zappe, but goddamn, can he make a play?
Almost killed him.
Yeah,
like if that was a real
my foot
game,
in my mouth after that.
Yeah, that was great. Tyquan Thornton though, that catch and like he showed up in that game. He was we talked about it last week, like you said. I need Thornton to be good this year. Yeah, because if he's
going to make catches like that, I just didn't see that in him at all last year.
Me neither.
Like,
I thought he was more of like your burner, open, like slant type guy. I didn't know that he could.
By the way, Liam, did Keion Booty score? I forgot about that.
Oh no, he did not.
No, he didn't. Okay.
So
he had a good game though. He had a good game, and he had an okay game, and then he's been having good practices. So Booty,
I'll send
Booty's
it over
showing up.
right now, Al.
Yeah, good man. You were gonna try to pull fast one on me and try to get away with it. You little sneak.
No, I was just waiting for you to collect.
Okay.
With Tyquan Thornton, this is something I wanted to pose this question to you guys. So Douglas played, it was the first drive. I don't even know if he played the second, third drive or anything like that. He really, just for conversation's sake, he played one drive and then he was out of the game. And then you had Booty and Thornton and basically everybody else in there who, isn't starter. It's sent through. There it is. We pay our bets. Lannister always pays its debt. But yeah, do you guys take that as Douglas is kind of ahead of Thornton and Booty in the make-believe depth chart right now? The fact that he didn't play that much in that game.
I go back and forth of whether this is just like a ton of hype or if he's actually like balling out head and shoulders better than the others. Like obviously I think he's a crazy athlete and he's stellar. But until like I need to see more preseason games. I need to see even a better performance than what we saw in the last game. Like he was arguably our best wide receiver in that game, but even Tyquan Thornton, who we were just praising, he had that 27-yard catch. Tyquan Thornton's next catch was 4 yards, and then that was his last catch. So it's like no one really balled out. Like people had great plays, Malik, Tyquan, but other than that, I want like a good offensive game. We lost to the Texans. It wasn't great. Al, I'm pretty sure you bet on the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like
dashed out of that one pretty quick.
Awkward. Yeah, I would imagine so. But it's just like I cannot go out here on a limb and say that Pop Douglas is the man until I see him have not a Victor Cruz game, because that's one of the finest preseason games I've ever seen, but something like that where he's just going out there and smoking the other cornerbacks. I want 5 or 6 catches. I want almost 100 yards. I'd like a touchdown, and then go, okay, now I see it. This dude and it's like that's what I want to see. This dude who I wasn't expecting at all. I threw all my love into the Booty, and then this guy comes out, and I want him to take and force my love upon him.
Right. That's what Troy Brown. I mean, I don't know. Al, you probably saw the quote. That's basically what Troy Brown said. They asked him last week about Pop Douglas, and he was like, he's good, but I put him in the what do you say? He puts him in the pile with the other rookies, or he puts him in the pile with all the other rookies, and like we'll see what comes out. That's why I fucking love Troy Brown. He's like, he's good, but we'll see. Even if Troy Brown fucking loves Douglas, he knows he's not going to sit. Just like why Belichick isn't going to say Mac Jones is for sure the starter. Because he wants the competition. He wants you to have that fire. So Troy Brown's going to say, he's good. I put him in the pile. That's what he said. I put him in the pile with all the other rookies, and we'll see who comes out. Give you that chip on your shoulder, just like Troy Brown had. That's why he's a fucking Patriots Hall of Famer, because he had that chip on his shoulder his entire career. So I am excited about both of them, Keion Booty and Demario Douglas, Pop Douglas. Like I said, I don't really, whoever comes out. I think they're both going to be good. Again, like this is very much projecting because we are not even at the second preseason game yet. We haven't even seen real live bullets yet. That's why like Patriots lost 20-9. It's like, I really couldn't give two shits about who that they lost. And like, I think it was either Bill O'Brien or Belichick said it after game. I think it was Belichick where he was like, we run plays that we want to see, like this is not like, I saw some people like, oh my God, this offense looks similar to like the JoJo's Matt Patriot. Calm down. That's first not game. What these preseason games are for. The second one, maybe you ramp some more things up because I'm assuming they'll have more starters going in the second one because that's kind of like your third preseason game now because that's kind of how it used to be. And then maybe the final preseason game, I don't know, however it goes. But like, this isn't a wide open playbook. Like they're not showing all these things. They want to see plays. They're doing that. This is more like, let's get people out there. It's your first game. You got a lot of rookies out there. You're playing in Gillette Stadium. Like this is huge. Like it's a big thing, like this is big for all those rookies. Like, it was just cool. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm watching all the videos and I'm like, it's fucking cool for all those rookies. Like, they're out there. Like, they get real numbers now. You know, they're not wearing like fucking Christian Gonzalez isn't out there wearing number 50. Like, they're out there, like, actually, you know, like in the jerseys that they'll wear for the regular season, in the stadium they're going to play in. So I don't know. I think it was like the fact that the Patriots lost, it is what it is. But
we want to be fair though, and I pride myself on looking at both sides of an argument here. So let's talk about the man we speak, you know, so ill of, almost through no fault of his own, probably through the fault of the media. What did you guys think of Bailey Zappe? 12 of 14, 79 yards, and I think he had like one rush for like 5 yards.
You can't really judge it because he didn't have time to throw. I know, and I understand it's a lot of the backups. I understand it's the twos, it's the threes. I get it. But still, you want to see a quarterback have a little bit of time to throw. And the one play where he actually had a little bit of time, had a good ball to Tyquan Thornton, and you were able to push the ball downfield. Well, good in the sense of it was completed and it got you some decent yards. Yeah. Exactly. So, again, and I know I'm not trying to be this crazy Patriot fan. I know it's only the backups. I know it's preseason week 1. I would have liked to have seen, though, maybe just one drive where you see a couple first downs. You see them kind of move the ball. I know at the end with Malik Cunningham they did, but I'm talking about with a lot of the backups, like the guys we know, like Bailey Zappe, and then you have like the running backs of like J.J. Taylor and stuff like that, the linemen, Booty, Tyquan Thornton, stuff like that. That's just what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
So
no, and that makes sense. Liam, to answer your question, I saw a good backup. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. He took what was there. He didn't. He played like someone who is a backup that may down the line get a starting job on like the Jets. You know, once Aaron Rodgers goes back into his cave. Like, I don't know. And kind of Al, to go on your offensive line point, it's tough to judge that group and the team when every starter was out for the most part. You know, you had some people that might play right out, whatever, but for the most part, your starters, Trent Brown, Cole Strange, Mike Onwenu, and David Andrews, none of them played. So and you know, you see people, oh my God, offensive line issues. Name me a team that can field a complete offensive line full of backups. That does not exist. Who can actually like sustain like blocking and everything. It's just not there, you know. But I don't know.
That's why I think Cunningham had such a good game, is because if the offensive line isn't going to block, then it's great to have a quarterback back there that can make something out of nothing. And he's going to, defensive linemen are going to get right through the line and then go, where the fuck is the quarterback? And then he's already has a 5-yard gain. They're like, oh shit. Okay. Because Bailey Zappe isn't doing that. And certainly, you know, Mac Jones has some good scrambling moments, but if he's not protected, it'll look like the Jets game last year where we needed a punt return to win it. So that's what I liked about Malik. I wanted to bring up Trey Nixon. Have you guys ever seen a more obvious practice squad player that was leading our team in receptions?
Yeah. I feel bad.
I literally, in my eyes, he has no chance of making this roster. And he led us in catches. 4 catches for 23 yards. He had that drop in the end zone from Malik Cunningham. I was fired up thinking that Malik was going to throw a touchdown. Trey drops an easy one. But I'm watching him. You know, he's making catches. He's doing his job. But it's like, this guy just screams practice squad to me.
Yeah,
like even in the next game, if he caught a touchdown in the next game, I'd still be like, yeah, well, he's kind of a practice squad guy. I don't think he's going to make this roster. It's almost like there's nothing he can do to make this team. And, you know, he had a bad drop, so that probably taints my opinion of him, but he just doesn't look good enough.
No, you're right, though. Especially with how many wide receiver, like the competition at that lower, you know, 4th, 5th spot on the depth chart. And it sucks because that was Ernie Adams' last pick of his career. And it's like, I don't know if that's why, like, and I'm sure, like, I don't want to talk about him like he doesn't have any talent, like he's shitty and stuff like that. It's just,
he's out there balling and I'm not.
whether he doesn't have the time to develop, he doesn't get the reps, which is obviously true. Like he's in a tough position. So I think he is just that practice squad guy. And then someone maybe this year will pick him up, like, cause you can sign people off practice squads. So maybe that's what happens. I don't know. It sucks that he was Ernie Adams' last pick, and it looks like he's not even going to be on the team for much longer. But yeah, he is your definition of like, all right, mop up time, preseason game 3. He'll probably play all of the last preseason game. And like I don't want it to come off as disrespectful or anything like that. It's just, this is what he looks like right now.
Yeah.
There's no hype. There's
let's be realistic. Like, we're not going to cut Booty or Douglas to keep Trey Nixon. Like, and certainly not Tyquan Thornton, certainly not any of these other guys. I did like to see Scotty Washington had that one catch. I was like, cool, dude's a giant. Like, it's nice to see him get involved.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. I mean,
had his moment last year.
Yeah, it wasn't even a catch, but he had his fucking moment. I was like, nice. I'm like, what a guy.
What
real
about
Patriots player?
And this could, if you guys wanted to, this could lead us into our next topic. But what did you guys think? Did you guys see the running backs, Kevin Harris and Pierre Strong? Because let me tell you, I didn't fucking see him. What the fuck?
I haven't either. I think there's a couple milk cartons, one vanilla, one regular milk and one chocolate. And it's like, it's two of them. It's Pierre Strong and chocolate. Okay.
Let's not get crazy here. I didn't think Pierre Strong was terrible. Like 6 for 21 is not good.
Neither one of them were terrible. That's very true. They just,
I mean, like, all right, I'm going to give it to Kevin Harris. 8 for 10 is not good. Like, he broke a couple
tackles, which is
2 yards a clip. Yeah.
But dude, we heard Pierre Strong electric in practice, and like, he looks great in the open field. Let's see. And again, you can't completely judge them.
We're going to use the same argument. If the quarterbacks can't succeed behind a bad line, it's very difficult. They're not Barry Sanders.
Yeah,
they're not fucking out there dancing around.
Right.
So 3 catches for 12 from Pierre Strong, not great, but he caught 3 passes. Like, that's cool. The fucker can catch. And 6 for 21, 3.5 yards per carry, not good, but like, it's something.
And it just, like, the reason I feel so comfortable in saying, like, where was he? We didn't see him, is because obviously the team felt the same way. But like, I thought that one of them it looked like it was going to be Pierre Strong, was going to kind of show up and show it. And I get it, bad offensive line, all that. But like it just, you have to think at some point, like maybe with the catches, you break one, because you're still going against backups.
100%.
Like, I don't know. And again, it was the first preseason game. Like, it is what it is. They're both still, like, the stock, I don't think has necessarily plummeted. It's definitely
I don't think it's dropped or raised.
No, it's just very much flatlined right now. And not in a dead.
And their stock wasn't high in the first place. Like, we're not expecting. I don't think any of us, like, I bet on Keion Booty to score a touchdown. I wasn't like, Pierre Strong's going to have the game of his life. I don't think anyone was saying that any of the Patriots running backs are going to go out here and ball. But you, like you said, Mike, you get 3 catches. Fucking, can you get like a full 10 yards on like 1 catch and not
something?
Yeah. Give
me
some yards. Give me a flash play that I can be like, cool. I can bring up Scotty Washington's 1 11-yard catch and be like, cool, I'm glad he got involved. It was probably the most sizable catch any fucking receivers had besides Tyquan Thornton in that game. But like, I don't know. God damn. Also, JJ Taylor, the new Brandon Bolden.
Wouldn't hate it.
Is he just going to float around on and off practice squads, be kind of a regular part of the team his entire career? I'm not opposed to it. Would not hate it.
Probably. I like JJ.
I know we've mentioned it, and I think, Mike, you mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. You're like, JJ Taylor's still on the team. I was like, fucking really? But then I watched the game again. He got a catch. I was like, oh shit, JJ Taylor's still on the team.
He's there.
I'm like, cool.
Every time he catches it, in my head, I'm like, oh, this is the one. He's gonna break it because he does this shit.
Like, this one's going to the house. He does the Darren Sproles.
He does the running. Yeah, he does the running back shit. But just none of the other running back shit. He does like the motions.
He's got all the excitement. It's him one-on-one with the defender out in the flat. You're like, he's gonna do something, and then he gets tackled. Like, son of a bitch. You're like, you short motherfucker, move it upfield. But,
he's built like a tiny little cannonball. I love it. Like, but it just I keep thinking he's gonna be Dion White, and he's just gonna be like not.
He is like the textbook definition of just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. But yeah, so with the game, the only other guy I wanted to bring up, my fucking boy, Bryce Behringer. How the fuck do you say it? Al, you know?
Behringer.
Bryce Behringer. We got our punter, guys.
He's named after a wine. I don't know how this is so difficult to pronounce.
Every time I say it in my head, like if you guys saw me looking at my computer like 2 minutes ago, because I was looking at his name. I wanted to look at it. I was like, I got it in my head. Bryce Behringer, and I fuck it up.
But then you get on the mic and you start talking like a German. You're like,
performance
from
is stage
Deutschland,
fright. Stage fright. That's why I can't pee in urinals when people are around.
That's
but like, fair. Bryce Behringer, right?
2 thumbs up.
Fucking Bryce Behringer. We fucking got him. You see those punts? You see those goddamn punts?
I didn't watch the special teams at all.
Buddy,
I wasn't paying attention.
I saw a boot.
1 billion yards.
Yeah.
38,000 yards.
He punted a lot. We put up 9 fucking points.
He's doing
there
well.
were clearly a lot of punts. I just didn't look at him.
I say all that to say special teams is going to be fine this year. It's all I need to see. 1 game. Brandon Schooler, fucking Matthew Slater, but like white chocolate version. I love Brandon Schooler. He's got the hair. He has this. Oh yeah. Talk about Brandon Schooler. Yeah, he fucks. That's it. You know what you're talking about.
He's the Matthew Slater light.
Exactly. He is. Can't wait. So I think the special teams is going to be better this year. Do you guys have anything else you want to talk about from this game?
2 catches for 7 yards from Keion Booty. That hurts. That hurts my soul, hurts my feelings. I was fired up. I'm like, he's wearing number 80. This is destined for greatness. Go out there and
let's talk about the numbers
booty.
real quick. 80.
Yeah, could we please?
What a fucking number. 80 and 81
Glorious.
For Pop Douglas.
Yeah. Big praise to give him 81. I'm like, damn.
Now you got to do something in those numbers.
Yeah. You either got to put up 23 touchdowns or you have to kill somebody. The expectations are very, very high.
That's true. I actually have a you can't see it, but it's up there. I have a picture of Gronk and Hernandez. Hernandez is doing the cash open the vault celebration.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh man.
I like it when he did the bury the body celebration.
Yeah.
That one.
And it's like, but you probably just did that this weekend.
I know. I'm like,
but yeah, do those numbers. And then what was Gonzalez's number?
19.
Was it 19?
19. Took Brandon LaFell's number.
I don't love that. It's a little funky, but like, you know what? Fuck it. You got 13 in Jack Jones, 19 in him, 25 in Marcus Jones.
I either wanted a traditional corner number or I wanted him to be the first Patriot to wear 0 because he did it in college. I don't like the single digit, this whole number change. But if you're our first round draft pick, you wore it in college, I can fucking get over it. I was expecting 0. So when he rolled out there with 19, I was puzzled. Yeah.
And listen, I don't want to sound like the old man screaming at the clouds.
Yeah.
But we got to stop with these fucking numbers. It's getting out of control.
I hate it.
You got running backs wearing, I mean, we're going to talk about a running back who has the worst number in the history of anything. In Zeke's new number. You got fucking linebacker, you got safeties in 3s. Fucking Mac Wilson is what number? Number 30. No, Jawan Bentley is number 33 now.
Yeah, Mac
Anthony
Wilson's
Jennings.
number 30.
Yeah, Mac Wilson's number 30. Anthony Jennings is 33. Who allowed that? I can't.
Yeah. It's really not. It's a slippery slope. And once we slip down that slope, soon enough, we're going to have quarterbacks with the Devin Gardner number. Do you guys remember Devin Gardner from Michigan?
No. What was his number?
98 as a quarterback. Quarterback wore number 98. And it was disgusting. He was a monster, absolute beast. And now he's a coach.
Fucking dumb, man.
He's a coach for Detroit, I think. But it's disgusting. I'm like, what kind of... Yeah, and this is the true downfall of society. I'm going to level with you here. It's like once the numbers go in football, soon it's going to be a Book of Eli type world where it's post-apocalyptic. Everyone's robbing everyone, shooting
Nothing's
people
gonna
all
matter.
over the place. Yeah, and it all starts with the changing of football numbers. I can't get over it. It's heathenous.
It's already started. You said it's a slippery slope. Liam, my friend, we've slipped. We've fallen down the slope.
Yeah,
we are sinking right
terrible.
now. You don't running backs. Your numbers are from like 21 to like 39.
I want 20 to 49, nothing else.
No, for anything in the 40s is a fullback.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Fucking
sure, maybe.
I like that.
Fucking I don't like the linebackers wearing 33.
Yeah, it's gross. Get them back in the 40s. I want linebackers wearing 40 to 59. It was organized. We had it all nice. And now the economy's falling apart.
To be a society.
Quarterbacks are soon going to be wearing numbers in the 90s. We got corners wearing 0. It's ridiculous.
It's throwing me off too. Because I'm used to
like it one bit.
My mind goes to I see like a number 30 and I'm like, okay, running back. And I'm like, no, that's fucking Mac Wilson. But I'm like, wait, what was he? He was what, number 3 last year or some shit? I don't know. It's just there's two. I already had enough of an issue with Jawan Bentley being number 8, but he's such a badass. I was like, that's cool. Judon being number 9, wasn't a fan, but I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
you're Judon. I'm not going to say anything bad about you.
You can do whatever the fuck you want if you.
What happens when defensive linemen start getting number 1? Imagine their big ass bodies with like a 1. It's not aesthetically pleasing.
What number is Trace McSorley if Gonzo's 19? I thought he was 19.
Or is he 17? 18?
Is he 17?
That's some stupid fucking number. Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like it. He needs to stop. But yeah, I think that was all I had on the game. I know I just asked you guys. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to throw out about the game?
Nope.
All right.
Give me more Malik Cunningham.
No, Liam, that's not what you're going to get right now. It's not what you're going to get right now, my friend. And I'm sorry, but I have to. There were actually.
I hate facing you guys.
There were some statements that were said last week by one of our co-hosts. Said co-host, I will not name names, said a certain Ezekiel Elliott will never sign with the Patriots. Guess what, Al? We don't have to talk about it because it's not going to happen. I promise you. I believe, paraphrasing, almost word for word. Do you know what happened this week, guys? Ezekiel Elliott signed a 1-year deal with the Patriots. And before we get into the fuckery, speaking of fuckery, do you know how crazy his contract is? I looked it up. The actual details came out of his contract. So I got it. It's crazy. So in total, it can be a 1-year, $6 million deal. But it's a 1-year, $600,000 signing bonus, $1.55 million base, which goes down to $1 million if he gets a season-ending injury. He has in total $850,000 incentive to play every game. So if he plays every game, he gets $850,000. He also has yards and playing time incentives, like percentage of snaps and everything. All in all, for him to get the $6 million, and Liam, this might make you happy, for him to get that money, he has to play every game. He needs to play 70% of the snaps that he's in there for, and he needs to get 1,475 yards for him to get the full $6 million.
Do we happen to have the clip of said co-host that said those things that, he wasn't going to come here, don't even think about it? Do we have that clip? I think we have that clip.
Let me see. I think we might. And again, I don't like doing this, but again, it is just one of those things where it's like, when things are said, you kind of need to, I think it's called accountability, if I remember correct.
It is.
Let me just
have some integrity.
Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh my God. That's not the clip.
Mike was having it.
I got the clip. Don't worry. You shut the fuck up. I got the clip. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck that clip was.
I'm worried about that too.
Okay, here it is. You ready?
Let's hear it.
I promise you, he won't be a Patriot. So there would be no purpose to bring him onto the show because he's not going to be on the Patriots. I don't care what these reports say. There's not a chance.
Again, I just want to repeat. Ezekiel Elliott is, in fact, contrary to popular opinion by some on the New England Patriots. Now, it's a couple people that could start off this conversation, but I think, Al, you're a teacher. You talk a lot throughout the day. I think we should kind of put you to the side. I've been talking for a little bit here, so I think it's only right. It's only right. Liam, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in talking about, but I want to open the floor up to you to start the conversation. So wherever you want to go with it, man, you want love, admiration, whatever you want to go. How excited are you? Is it off the charts? Do you need a separate chart? Like, the pie chart of your love and for the Patriots and Zeke, it's now come together. So the floor is yours, my friend. Liam,
is there an I'm not interested in talking about this option?
Unfortunately, that button does not exist. Similar to the Juju signing, we have to you got to talk about it. I don't mean to bring up Juju because I know that's another. This might be, I don't know. This is only something that you can answer. This might be the most you've hated a Patriots team just because of these two people. But we're talking about
literally, Zeke. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, well, throw whatever other words you have out there, and then we will.
All right, Mike, stop talking. Discussion. Let's hear him talk.
All right. Well, first off, I was wrong. I'll come out and I'll start with that. When you speak in such definites like I do, because with me, everything's I speak with conviction. And when I do that, bound to be wrong. It happens. Even the prophet in the Matrix got her prophecy wrong. Like even like the smartest people that you could think of with the greatest predictions, even they're wrong. So I was fucking wrong. God damn it. Of course we signed Ezekiel Elliott. Like of fucking course. When I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, of course. It's always like we fawned over DeAndre Hopkins for months and months and months and didn't get him. And I was like, this is the same thing over and over again. You fucks wanted him. I'm gonna get on the it's not happening train early because it just seemed remarkably unnecessary to me in my eyes. And sure enough, the football gods work in mysterious ways. And when DeMarco Murray left the Cowboys, he was either going to go to the Eagles or he was going to go to the Patriots. The universe was going to stick it to me to make me miserable. I should have seen the writing on the wall. I should see how spiteful the football gods are and should have known that they would send Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots just to make the next 6 months of my life a willing waterboard to my eyes every time I go watch fucking football, because I'm going to watch the Patriots and see that jackass line up at number 15 every fucking Sunday. And it's going to make me want to. Have you guys seen The Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Yeah, when the Joker balances that pencil and pushes that dude's head onto it, that is exactly what I wanted to do when I saw that the Patriots signed Ezekiel Elliott. And then I was like, I got out on top of this because I loved Ezekiel Elliott when he was coming out of college. I thought him at Ohio State, he was a baller. I loved Cardell Jones. I loved that team. I loved him. Mm-hmm. Went to the Cowboys. I was like, fuck, he's good. And then he fell off and he sucked. And I was like, God, he really does suck. So when they signed him, I was like, he's going to go back to number 15. I just know it. Like he's not going to pick 21. No one picks 21 on the Patriots. I think it might even. I think it's retired. It might even be retired.
Who was it? Aqib Talib was the last one. Oh no, he had 31.
So no, he was 31. Yeah. So yeah.
No.
Remember Rossi Dowling? I think he was number 21, but it doesn't matter. I was like, I just know he's going to pick number 15. And sure enough, that fucking word I shouldn't say on the air, that useless sack of shit.
Adrian Phillips.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So maybe, I guess, yeah. But
anyway,
of course he picked number 15. So since then, since the wake of the signing, I've been trying to justify it in my mind. I'm like, it's already happening. It's already going to suck. Like, let's try and find a bright spot. So I was telling you guys, I was talking to Josie, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. I berated poor Josie for the last 3 days.
Josie is a Cowboys fan that
Yep.
that used to write for Couch Guy Sports with all of us in case
Yeah.
you guys don't know. Which
And I feel bad. I'll apologize on the air to Josie. I just fucking berated this poor girl like she was the one that signed Ezekiel Elliott to the Patriots. I was just like, fuck you. I can't believe this happened. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I think she's like, I think he'll be good. I'm like, and then I just go off. I snap fucking. I was so immediately pissed. It just made me want to shave my head, don eye black, climb a tower, and start sniping strangers. It was just the most immense feeling of anger I've ever had in my life. So I've been trying to talk myself into it. Everyone's saying he's a good blocker. I said last week he's really not a good blocker. He's still not a good blocker. Nothing's changed in fucking 6 days. Just don't get it, man. Like, why? Why did we sign Ezekiel Elliott? The incentives make me feel better because I didn't know the details until you read them off. That does make me feel better.
Today they came out. Like the full details came out today. Yeah.
Because I was looking for it like 2 days ago. I couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's not a chance in hell he hits the incentive to get 1,400 yards. There's just no chance. Like, that's just not happening. Unless Ramondre Stevenson goes down in week 2 and we force feed him. And even then, I don't think he can roll long enough to get those yards. So that'll help that he will save money there. But God damn, like, why do we need this kind of a running back? We can get a speedster, a different kind of a thunder and lightning type backfield, not thunder and jelly rolls. It's just so
I was waiting to see what you were going to call it. Al, by the way, when he's done, you take the initial.
I'm just about done because friggin', what am I supposed to say? I got on here and made an ass of myself, shitting on Ezekiel Elliott, talking all this shit, looking like Stephen A. Smith when he describes Jamarcus Russell, fat, slobbly, Jabba the Hutt, motherfucker. And I look like a fucking idiot. And I will eat crow. I will say I'm wrong. But God fucking damn it, like, I'm not going to be happy to watch this guy. And you were right. This is the most unlikable Patriots team I've ever had to watch. Ever. I liked the Aaron Dobson, Kembrell Tompkins, Josh Boyce Patriots more than I like this fucking team. It is so mind-bending to me that it's like Bill Belichick is stockpiling. He's creating the island of misfit toys, and he's like, let's roll it out there and go 10-7. It's like, no, Bill, fucking A, come on. Where's your pride? Where's your gusto? You're getting all these lesbians, and you're going to try and whip them into a good football team. It's not going to happen. It's very, very frustrating.
So much.
So frustrating. I have nothing else to say. And then Zeke wears 15. So he's like, I'm back. Yeah. He's like, Zeke puts on 15. Like, I'm back to my vintage self. No, you will never, ever, ever be close to that monster that was at Ohio State. And it just screams trap. The universe is setting us up to be like, he has 15 on. He's back to his old Zeke. No, he hasn't been back to his old Zeke in 5 fucking years. He was good for his rookie year and then blew. I don't care if he had 12 touchdowns. I don't care if he had 20 touchdowns last year. He's gigantic. If you roll his 300-pound ass forward, he'll get a yard and get into the end zone. I don't care about his touchdown numbers. We have Ramondre, who's a stud, Greek god, chiseled from marble, and we go out and get Ezekiel Elliott, who's going to be wearing a crop top during fucking warm-ups. Ugh. Really? Fucking really?
Oh, that might have been my favorite thing, Al, before, because I want you to do it, but I will agree with you on one thing, Liam. Number 15, that almost made me side with you. That's how much I hate. I don't give a shit.
Everyone's going to buy into it's the old Ezekiel Elliott. I can see it now. And now he's going to be double as bad as I thought he was going to be. He's going to rush for like 400 yards. I'm going to be like, awesome, great.
Wherever you want to start, Al, and then we'll because the rest is pretty much all Ezekiel.
Okay. I'm going to say one thing that I think Liam's going to like, and I'm going to say one thing that's going to drive Liam's hatred to another level. Which one do you want first?
The like.
Give me
the like.
No, give me the hatred. Get it out of the way. Tear the bandage off. I'm sweating. I'm so
James
pissed.
White came out and said that Bill Belichick had a deep admiration for Ezekiel Elliott ever since he came into the league and would always talk about how he wanted him on the roster.
Oh boy.
Then Bill's getting senile then. Because like after his rookie year, I don't know what there is to like. I mean, I get it. You can't go off like one play opinions. Look at his last play with the Cowboys. Dude got skull fucked.
It was 3-on-1. That's unfair.
3-on-1. He took one guy to the face and got bodied. He got bodied.
Liam came back into the thing.
He got leveled. It was not 3-on-1, Al. Don't make up this shit. It was one-on-one, and he got crippled.
He did. He did.
That last
play was embarrassing. That last play was,
but
almost as embarrassing as Jacoby
He sucks. Yeah. He sucks. It's preposterous.
Okay.
I don't care if we use him for 3 plays a game. It's 3 plays that we could use. He's an oxygen thief. He takes precious air from people that matter.
You know who you sound like? Stephen A. when he was talking about Mario Chalmers years ago. He was like, Mario Chalmers should be nowhere near a basketball. Put him in the closet. Like, it was a whole thing.
Where there are no spherical objects of any kind.
That's how you sound. That's how you
sound. I love Mario Chalmers. So I don't understand that hatred.
And then the thing that I think you're going to like me saying, I don't expect it to be the old Ezekiel Elliott either. Not even close. Good. And it's not.
I mean, then you're realistic. No.
Yeah. And that's I agree. And guess what? And that's okay. Because we don't need Ezekiel Elliott to be the like early Dallas Cowboys days. We don't need the Ezekiel Elliott that was dominant at Ohio State. We don't need that Ezekiel Elliott.
Then what are we signing?
How about
if we were getting the Ohio State one, sign him for $6 million, sign him for $10 million. I understand that.
Hey, Liam. Can I finish so that way I can answer your question? Okay. Just check. Okay. What we need Ezekiel Elliott for, you say those 3 plays where he's taking up oxygen
to finish off everyone's leftovers.
Oh my God, Liam, you went the whole time. We didn't interrupt. Shut up.
I was saying one sentence. And you can proceed after me. I'm just confused why we need him.
You need him because, and we said it last week, Ramondre Stevenson got tired out at the end of the season from being pretty much the only back that played the whole season, right? You can agree with that, right, Mr. Bobblehead?
I'm listening.
He's not interrupting you.
I know. He wants to badly. Okay.
Yeah.
If Kevin Harris or Pierre Strong was making that much progress or was really winning that RB2 job, then no, you didn't have to sign Ezekiel Elliott. And that's understandable. But it's come to a point now where over a year's worth of games, because don't forget, they got to play a little bit, especially, I forget which running back had it, but it was the Cleveland game where one of them went
Kevin Harris, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Kevin Harris too. Okay.
It was the Cardinals game, I thought.
The Cardinals, there was another one too. That's a good point. But through 1 year and 2 training camps now, they have seen these 2 running backs. And clearly, the offense had a meeting, the offensive coaches had a meeting and said, listen, we got to bring in a veteran running back. Not one of these young guys. We need a veteran running back for this room. Now, would Ezekiel Elliott have been my first choice? No. Dalvin Cook was my first choice. I wanted Dalvin Cook. But when you break it down, Dalvin Cook and Ramondre Stevenson, 2 similar of runners. They are. They're just 2 similar of running backs. Number 1 running backs on NFL rosters. You bring in Dalvin Cook, that probably takes away from Ramondre Stevenson. We talked about that. Ezekiel Elliott's going to come in. He's going to be on pass protection, on passing plays. He's going to be, you roll your eyes, but it's significant.
No.
You have, it is. Now, we're not going to start this argument again.
He's not
short yardage, short yardage. So short yardage inside the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
He will score.
Ramondre is specialty to me, but yep.
So basically, I just want to understand this. You basically are fine with burning Ramondre out. That's fine. If you want to burn out your best players, then that's just stupid. I'm sorry. You are stupid for not wanting someone else that is actually decent to come in and take maybe 10 carries a game to lessen the burden for your probably running back that can make a Pro Bowl in a season or two, maybe even this year if he has a big season. But guess what? You're not going to have that if he's not available the last 4 or 5 games of the year because he's burned out because he's been carrying the load, especially in an offense where we're talking about the receivers. Hopefully the receivers can step up, right? And we're also hoping that the offensive line can block. Now, I understand Zeke had those really great years in Dallas because of the offensive line. That was a big help. That was a help. Fine. But again, also, by the way, just something that you might want to keep in mind, Ezekiel Elliott hasn't fumbled in close to 3 years.
Cool. Ben
Jarvis Green Ellis never that, fumbled.
Al? Doesn't matter.
Why did I say that?
What the fuck, man? That's like the jinx.
I just knocked on wood. I knocked on wood. We're good. I knocked on wood. We're good.
So I think to kind of to see where Liam's, I think Liam does not want Ramondre to get burned out. I think Liam, in so much how you said last week, I think you just think that you could spell Stevenson with any other running back other than Zeke. I think that's kind of where you're coming from, Liam.
Yes, but
if I can be a mediator
let's be realistic here about the whole burnout statement too. We all agreed that last year's offense sucked, and that's why we had to rely on Ramondre. And we hope in this season there'll be a lot more efficient passing and hopefully a lot more passing, which is where the league's going. So, yeah, by definition, Ramondre wouldn't be running as much, even if he was the only running back this season. Also, what happened with LaDainian Tomlinson, Sean Alexander, all those old running backs? They ran the fuck out of them for 4 or 5 years, and then they moved on. And that's the modern league with modern climate and running backs. We're not going to be signing Ramondre Stevenson to a second contract, most likely. That's just not how this works. If we didn't keep Damian Harris, who ran for 17 like last year or 2 years ago, yeah, I can't imagine we're keeping Ramondre. As much as I love him, let's be realistic. Running backs don't get a second contract. Running backs on the Patriots never get a second contract. If anything, it'll be a LeGarrette Blount thing where we send him to the Steelers to blow up that franchise, and then we'll get him the year after. But, so run the fuck out of him. Like, he's not going to get a second contract anyway. And we're hoping he would get less carries because of a passing offense. Boom. That solves the running him into the ground option, at least for this next season, because you hope we'll have a better passing offense. And yes, Mike's also right. I think Pierre Strong, could probably fill the role. And, he's getting paid significantly less. Not that Zeke's getting a ton, which makes me a little happy, but it just seems like a net equal, it doesn't do anything.
All right. So
let me say one thing real fast.
Do you?
I'm just going to say this real fast. It's impossible to have these conversations with you because you get these blind hatreds. You get these hatreds.
I love it.
That's
why you're here, baby. That's why you're here.
I just cited my sources. You get these hatreds for these players that are good and have proven they are good in the league.
He averaged 3 yards per carry last year.
That have proven that they are good in the league. Right? But because they were a Dallas Cowboy and you are a weird fan of the Eagles, even though you're a Patriots podcaster, you don't like Juju Smith-Schuster because of his TikTok dances.
No.
I'd let you speak.
Don't like bad players.
Skip Bayless. It's my turn. It's my turn to talk.
Yep. Where did my Juju hate come from? Juju never played for the Cowboys. I just don't like bad players. Continue.
And anyways, so
you like Cam Newton?
Go fuck yourself.
That was a jab. I'm sorry. That was a low blow.
I know.
No, it was great.
I know. But listen, obviously that's not true.
You just can't see that you say Pierre Strong can do the job. No, he can't because they literally went out and got a veteran running back to be the second running back. So your point is invalid.
How much can you see from a running back in training camp? You went and I went last year. They don't tackle. You can't break a tackle in practice. They're rarely running full pads, and when they are, they're always very dainty and making sure no one falls on any legs.
What if it's the things we don't see?
Hard to see.
That's what it is, because they're with the team, So
absolutely. But But what is it that we're not going to see? Is he fucking up plays? Is he dropping every pass? It doesn't look like it. Fucker was 3 for 3 in catches in the last game. I don't know. Maybe they're seeing something that we don't see. And if that's the case, so be it. But I don't know what it is that they could be seeing that's like, we need Ezekiel Elliott.
They see the fact that they struggled in the red zone. They see the fact they couldn't pound it in from the 3-yard line. They see that they're starting. They're saying that they're seeing that their starting running back was great in the first half to 3/4 of the year, but then toward the end of the year, they could have used another running back that was reliable to get points in those red zone situations.
Because we had a backup for 4 games. Obviously, you're going to run the ball a crazy amount.
Who? Oh, are you talking Bailey Zappe?
Yeah.
No, but again, I'm talking about just the running backs. I'm not talking the quarterbacks, because guess what? The Patriots are going to be a run-heavy team anyway. That's what they're going to be. I don't like it. You guys are fine with it. I don't like it. They're going to be a defense first, which I like the fact they have a good defense. I don't want that twisted. But I would just rather see a little more firepower on offense, and maybe we'll see it this year with Bill O'Brien's offense. But guess what? You needed to add something because, again, you have Ramondre Stevenson. He is the foundational piece of your offense. Last year, the offense sucked. We all can agree on that. And I agree, Liam, with what you said earlier. It did suck, and they had to rely on them. So I will give you that, and that's fair. This year, you added some weapons. You added Juju. You added Gesicki. Hopefully, Pop Douglas and Keion Booty can, make the team. And hopefully, why are you rolling your eyes at Booty? I said Booty was going to make the team.
I know.
So wait a minute. So this is the part that I'm having trouble understanding. It sounds like to you, you don't care about how much they use them. But then if Ramondre Stevenson gets burnt out again, like he did in 2022, then you're going to be complaining. And that's where Zeke Elliott comes into play, because at least Zeke Elliott can take those small amount of carries. He doesn't have to carry the ball 20 times a game. Give him the ball 10 times a game, short yardage situations. Let him pass. Let him be a blocker in the passing game, because he's really, really good at that, because this offensive line sucks right now because they're not healthy. So you know what? Give them an extra blocker. Give them a guy that can give you those short yardage situations, and let's stop with the complaining. Just ride it out. The offense is going to be fine if they let Zeke Elliott do small things. He doesn't have to be the number 1 running back. If he was the number 1 running back, I would be 100% on your side. Then it would be ridiculous. But he's not the number 1 running back, and we don't need him to be. Small things. Bill Belichick, do your job.
If we're burning out Ramondre this season, then the season's a failure, and we're not making the playoffs, and we've lost.
Exactly. That's what happened last year. You burned them out. You didn't make the playoffs.
But I'm saying,
right?
So
I'm saying, like, if it comes down to what happened last year, it's because our offense sucks. And that's not going to be the case.
Yes.
Because if it is, like, if it is, we're still wasting a year of Ramondre Stevenson one way or another. Like, he's going to take a beating, regardless of if he gets less carries because of Zeke or if he gets more like he did last season. It's still 1 year of being a running back. And out of like 4 years, then you franchise tag him and all that shit, maybe even less because he was a late round pick. But think about how running backs are. He's got a limited shelf life. We don't need a fat, dumbass running back.
Now, why is he fat? Why is he a dumbass?
We don't need a dumbass. He's not a dumbass, but he's okay. I'm sure he's actually probably smarter than me. That's
he
not
has to be
much.
smart
but yes.
So,
I don't like him. Not as a person,
clearly,
as a player.
Clearly, you don't like him.
Yeah. Well, friggin', can we get somebody who can fit in the donation bin instead of?
Can I ask you just one small question? Just a small question, serious question. Yeah. If he was not on the Cowboys, would you be a little bit more okay with it?
No, because I don't like Juju either, and he never played for the fucking Cowboys. I just don't like
players
who
I'm just making sure the Cowboys aspect is out.
I just don't like players who aren't good. Like, there are so many players that I hate because they're just not good. Patrick Peterson, I fucking hate him because he's still on the field and he sucks. Xavier Rhodes, hated him because he sucked. There are a ton of players that I don't like because they're just not good. And Zeke is just not good. He got replaced by like a 6th-round pick.
Okay, Damian Harris got replaced by Ramondre Stevenson. I would say Damian Harris is still good.
Yeah, so but Ramondre was like a 3rd-round pick, 4th-round pick.
Yeah, I don't. That to me doesn't matter. Like,
we weren't
necessary.
We did not pay Damian Harris $50 million and then replace him.
You're right. And guess what? And this is kind of my whole thing. We're not paying Zeke anywhere near that either. And the thing is, you are paying him $1.5 million. And then obviously incentives, all that. I'm talking about what you're paying him less than $2 million to come in here and be a backup to Stevenson. Now, everybody's talking about, including us, the burnout factor. Is Stevenson going to get burned out, whatever? Liam, you're right. The Patriots offense is how it's supposed to be. Al, you said the same thing. Stevenson shouldn't get burnt out anyways. So I take that off the table. I take the whole thunder, lightning, take that off the table too. I don't think all that's happening is the Patriots, Bill Belichick saw he can get, in Liam, whether you want to hear it or not, he can get talent for cheap with low risk and a higher reward. You have Zeke Elliott. He is not what he used to be. Not even close. No. He probably only has 3 or 4 years max left in the league. But guess what? You have him as a backup. You don't need to put him in strictly when Stevenson gets tired or anything. You just to have that talented guy there. Just like what Al, this goes back to our conversation when you were telling me if I like the Patriots wide receiver room, why do I want DeAndre Hopkins? Get fucking talent. That's why. You have a talented guy. If you take everybody's bias out of it, he's not what he used to be. You have a talented guy who is not fat because he showed him today. You have someone to back up Ramondre Stevenson, who you do feel confident in if Stevenson misses 1 game, 2 games. So, who knows if he's going to. You feel confident that you can have Zeke
we have 2 other running backs that can split those guys.
Zeke is an upgrade over Pierre Strong and Kevin Harris.
Barely.
Yes, he is.
Barely.
Yes.
No,
yes,
not
we're
barely.
Splitting hairs if that's
no, we are not. We're splitting
I don't know.
the hair
I don't know what
across your ass.
No,
Look at
Mike,
what
we're talking to the Cowboy hater.
The last 3 years. No, he hasn't been good the last
because they've been forcing him to start when he's not a starter, which I think we can all agree. Zeke is not a full-time starter.
He got the least playing time he's ever had behind Pollard last season, and he still wasn't good.
He averaged 3.5 yards, like you said. That's fine for a backup. And you also talk about different team.
And he had double-digit touchdowns
Their
last
offensive
year.
line started to deteriorate.
I looked up the available free agents. I found a running back that we could get for way cheaper that would be a more complimentary back.
Okay, who?
Amir Abdullah.
You're a fucking idiot.
Come on.
Amir the fuck. Who the fuck is Amir?
You don't know Amir Abdullah?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Amir Abdullah. Sure. He's not a back. He's a pass catching back who can run a little bit. He's James White. That's not what you want.
That would be good.
Because you have that already. No.
Barely. No, we don't.
Amir Abdullah is barely an upgrade over Pierre Strong. I will say that. So I don't think
So is Zeke.
You need fear. No, he is. He is so much clearly. Look at Al had to dip out real quick and come back.
Yeah, of course. Really of course.
That's really
Zeke is how much of an upgrade? You don't know because you still need to see him on the field. Assuming he learns the playbook and gets that. I don't want to hear. And I know he's good at. I think people are overreacting to how good his blocking is. He can block. I think that's the thing.
Every running
which
back
is fine.
Can block.
That is false. Every running back cannot block. I.e., fucking what's his name? Devontae Freeman in the Super Bowl when Dante Hightower blew right past him.
Yeah,
not every running back can block.
Yeah.
You make it seem like Zeke
got leveled in his
Abdullah.
last fucking play. Zeke gets leveled too.
That play is bullshit. You're talking about shitty play. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. About that last play.
You're picking out one single play where Devontae Freeman can't block. And I'm picking out one single play where Zeke can't block. It's the same thing.
Not. I'm bringing up a play that was in a Super Bowl that was mattering. You're bringing up a play that the Cowboys knew they were losing the game and they had Zeke hiking the fucking ball.
Their season was
get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
No,
but Zeke what this comes down to me, Zeke is an upgrade as a backup running back. That's what it comes down to.
Yes.
Now, if they were paying him $6 million guaranteed and then incentives, sure, let's talk about it, because that would be bullshit. You're paying him less than $2 million to come in here and be a sufficient backup, play some plays, maybe play whatever. I don't know how many, 10 to 12 runs a game, if that, whatever it ends up being. He's not going to get 1,475 yards. We know that. But like you are paying him to come in and just do a simple job. And if that's what's happening, I am happy to have Zeke here because he
simple
also
job
is
been able to do the last 5 years.
He had 12 touchdowns last year. That's the simple job they're going to try to have him do.
Really doesn't matter because Ramondre Stevenson could do exactly that. He's the
goal
line
he
guy.
didn't last year. Ramondre Stevenson. Yeah, exactly. So what, but I do agree though. Ramondre Stevenson can do that. Ramondre Stevenson is very, very good. I'm just saying why it literally does not hurt this team at all to have Zeke on the team.
It makes them better.
It will help. Now, Liam, I get it.
Maybe he'll take them all to Cabo and get them all back.
I get it. I definitely get it. We all have our blind allegiances. Ronnie Perkins and our blind Patriots.
Good. He's just not good.
He is not a good starter. That is as far as I'll go with you. He is not a good starter. You don't need him to start. Have him in the game here and there.
Because Mike, it comes down
like the XFL. He'd be awesome.
Mike, it comes down to the fact that he just thinks that he thinks all running backs are the same pretty much. And that's just invalid.
No,
they're
not. I get to an extent, which I do get to an extent.
They're very interchangeable.
Who else are the free agent running backs, Liam? Do you still have that list?
Darrell Henderson,
Kareem Hunt's still out there.
Nope, don't want him. Williams. Don't want Kareem Hunt. What's his name? I know Fournette's out there. I wouldn't have mind Fournette. Zeke is the best option to have out there if you're not looking for a change of pace back completely.
I don't know.
I think him or Fournette are kind of a wash. I mean, I do like Fournette though. Like I wouldn't have hated it. Leonard Fournette, but yeah, no, that's true. Leonard Fournette is good.
One of them is playoff Lenny, and the other one just got leveled in the playoffs.
Jesus fucking Christ. But I just having Zeke here, I think if anything, it just makes it. I mean, Stevenson said he likes it. He's excited for it. Everybody is obviously excited for it. You got to see him, play, conditioning.
You guys think Zeke is going to have one 100-yard rushing game?
We're not. No,
and he shouldn't.
That's not.
I hope he doesn't have a 100-yard rush. I hope he. If he does, like you said,
that's not what we're saying at all.
If he does, something has gone terribly wrong. If Zeke has a 100-yard rushing game, either that or the Patriots are so good that they have rested all their starters. Like it's either something's terribly wrong or terribly right. Like Zeke should, the most yards Zeke should have a game is like 50. That's what I'm thinking. And that is like the cap. Because I see him having, I mean, maybe he'll pop one for 60. Maybe if he, pops a run for like 30, 35 yards or something, has a few other rushes or something like that. I don't see him doing that.
Hill on the field.
I don't see what's he going to roll down the hill. It is, like I said, though, man, it is, you have to be staunch in your beliefs, which I think is important when you're talking about sports in a public arena.
I'm not playing a character. I'm not.
No, I know that's the thing. That's just like you said before, when you speak in such definites. I'm sitting here saying fucking Keion White is going to be a Hall of Famer. Like when you talk in these things, you are going to be wrong sometimes. I love Ronnie Perkins. When he inevitably gets cut, I will eat my crow. Like Jalen Mills is my guy. When he gives up a touchdown to fucking, I don't know, Stephon Diggs, I will eat my crow. It's just, you have to have these beliefs. I love that you have them. I just think they are, I can understand it with Juju because I was there with you, but to an extent, I just think that it's just mistaken to have these beliefs in these spots about Zeke. I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to show up.
I think you guys are Patriots fans. Like,
what are you going
to?
And you're not, because you're an Eagles fan, correct?
Yeah, you're not. No, because you're going to be rooting for the Eagles week 1.
Listen to me. No, listen to me. No, I'm not.
Yes,
listen. The Patriots could sign Saddam Hussein at running back. You guys would be fired up and be behind. It's always been the Patriots fans' way.
That's true. That's not true.
Yes,
not Saddam Hussein. I'm not going to that extreme, but that's not true. I don't love every signing that they do.
Who is the Patriots player that you've signed and you've detested for the entire season?
And that I hated?
I wasn't gung-ho about Juju.
Your boy, Nelson Aguilar. I hated that signing from the first moment on, and he proved me right.
So angry. Look how angry you made.
He's an angry elf. Feeling strong, my friend. Yeah, so good.
I can't think of any off the top off like the. I mean, my memory is shit. Anyway.
The stereotypical Patriot fan doesn't matter who signs to the team. All of a sudden, they're on the Patriots. I love them. Like just blind loyalty and blind faith. And
I'm sorry. I'll give you another one real quick.
Yep.
Devontae Parker.
Optimism. I think it's optimism, by the way. I don't think it's blind faith. I think it's
at the time last year when they traded for Devontae Parker last June, didn't love the trade. Yes. And still hoping, okay, they gave him a contract extension, but no, didn't love that one.
Mohamed Sanu, I didn't like that. Never liked him. Thought he was useless.
You didn't like Mohamed Sanu?
Nah, I didn't. No, I never liked him.
Yeah.
I never. If you really want to talk about it, I hated the Antonio Brown sign.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one. I was fired up.
I wrote a blog about that the day before he signed. How much I fucking hated.
Then that point of mine is mute.
But it is kind of true because there are the Patriots honks out there. Not your optimistic Patriots fans are not. Al, we were talking about it before. I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Swiftie.
Right.
I'm a Patriots fan. I have a little bit of a honkness in me, but I don't have blind faith. I have eternal optimism. I'll still criticize the team. I'll still be pissed about the team. I'll still hate some of the players on there when they do dumb things and everything like that. But why am I going to watch a team if I don't want to be optimistic about it? So Juju, I don't love Juju, but with the things I've seen and how people have talked, cool. Let's see how he looks. I can admit that he's talented and he's skilled. So if you bring talent here, I'm excited. Same thing with Zeke. You bring Zeke here. I don't expect him. I know, cue the duck boats, Patriots Super Bowl. I know that's said in jest a lot, but I don't expect Zeke to be this world beater, but I just think it's a good thing to accumulate talent. And I do think Zeke is talented. I don't think he's as talented as some people say. I don't think he's as shitty as some people say. But I don't know. I'm happy to have Zeke here. I don't think he's going to hit the majority of those incentives at all. I think it's like a $30,000 or something like that bonus for every game that he plays. So whatever it is, it equals the 850. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy Zeke's here.
Somebody else.
Final thoughts about Zeke being here. The number 15, by the way, immediately fucking pissed on my parade.
Zeke gonna eat. That's it. He gonna eat.
The Patriots tweeted out. Let's eat, Zeke. So I said, hey guys, me too. I'm at the table.
No, somebody should stop him from eating. Let's not eat Zeke.
Did you see him today though? Did you see he didn't look big, dude?
Did you see him try and get down the stairs? It looked like
he didn't look big.
Trying to squeeze into a chimney. It wasn't good.
He did not look big today. He was doing the drills, high knees. The knees were getting up there. There was no gut in the way. I mean, he didn't have the belly shirt on. Maybe he's self-conscious. I don't know. It's new people.
Yeah, he is self-conscious. Let's eat, Zeke. Let's eat Brussels sprouts. How about that?
Maybe he is. I guess Belichick and Mac Jones met with them last night or a couple nights ago by the time you listen to this, whenever. So I'm excited. I saw the pass that, beautiful pass from Mac Jones to Zeke. Zeke caught it. Looked like he could have ran 80 yards in one breath. It was beautiful, Liam. You would have loved it. But
I don't think he could.
But yeah, so I think
I'm just waiting for the drive again where Mac hits Juju for a big gain, gets them in the red zone, and then Ezekiel Elliott pounds it in. And when that happens, I am going
self-transition.
I am going to FaceTime you, and I am going to laugh maniacally in your face when you answer.
Well, you can do the group FaceTime, right? Can't you do that now?
Yeah.
I think we can.
There's a better chance of Mac Jones running for a 99-yard touchdown than those two things.
Okay, and on that note, let's move on.
True.
I would like to. So just for history's sake, we are all three of us are all in on this trade, so that's good.
On the signing. Love it.
On the signing. So yeah, I know we ran a little long here. This was going to be a long one anyway. So just a couple quicker things at the end. We already talked about it real quick. Jonathan Jones has been out for a couple weeks. No one is saying that it's a season-ending thing. Are you guys concerned? What's your concern level with Jonathan Jones being out?
About a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4. Al fucking nailed that. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. He'll probably be healthy, and if he's not, then Jack Jones can take his place until he's gone in September, and then by then, friggin' Jonathan Jones will be fine. Like I'm so not worried about the defense that friggin' Mike, you could line up as the number one corner, and with Keion White, Matthew Judon, Josh Uche, Dietrich Wise, all in the quarterback's face, doesn't matter. You're going to get a ball floated your way.
If I was going to be a corner, my number would be 27. I don't know why. I love that number.
27 is a good number.
27. No. Ellis Hobbs. Loved Ellis Hobbs. So, I don't know.
Yeah. I'd have to go with the classics, 21, 24, or no, I'd probably go in the 40s, go with 44. So something obscure. Something obscure.
Ugly. Heath Evans, 41. Ugly bitch.
40, Heath Evans is the man.
Yeah, I like Heath Evans.
Yeah. I mean, Vontae Leach, arguably the greatest fullback ever.
Yeah, Vontae Leach was good. Yeah, so he's there. Mike Onwenu, Liam's favorite offensive lineman. He has been out. He showed up to practice today. He was not dressed. He was in street clothes, but he was there. He's listed as day-to-day. Him coming back. Cole Strange, little nicked up too. Trent Brown has been practicing as well. So I think the offensive line's kind of coming together. How concern level offensive line with the injuries, people coming back. Where you guys at with that?
More so. I'd say like a 6 to 8. We'll say 6 to 9 just because that's a good number. Yeah, but the backups look pretty shitty, and our offensive line hasn't been healthy in 5 fucking years. So
or the whole year so far, yeah.
And it hasn't been in the past. Trent Brown, Mac Jones rookie season, Trent Brown misses the 4 games at the beginning, then comes back last year. Trent Brown sucks, and Cole Strange is a rookie, and the swinging door of everyone else. David Andrews gets decapitated. It just seems like our offensive line is voodoo cursed.
Yeah, no, there's something about it. Al, where are you at? Same thing?
Yeah.
Same time. See, I'm at a 5. It can go either way. If people start to get a little bit hurt or miss more time, or it's a little bit more mysterious and cryptic, it'll go up. Right now I'm at a 5. I could go.
Still got 2 preseason games, plenty to go. I won't get
exactly
until the last one.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm kind of like my eyebrows are now raised about it. I'm like, what's going
on? Who do they play in the preseason this week?
Packers, because they're doing the joint practice with them now. They just
they got the Titans. Then they got the Titans in the last preseason.
That'll be a good matchup. The Titans one will be good. See fucking Christian Gonzalez blanket DeAndre Hopkins.
If they play, awesome. they probably won't. They probably won't play.
The second game is going to be when they play. Who won't be playing though? Last injury I have to talk about, and I think that's almost pretty much it. Mike Gesicki went down. They said it was a slight. It's fucking weird. It is a slight shoulder dislocation, AC joint thing, similar but different. People saying if it's a joint thing, it might be more spray or slight dislocations, or sometimes worse. Who knows? Optimistic though that he'll be ready week 1. So that means I'm optimistic. Even if he misses 1 game, 2 games, you still have Hunter Henry. I don't think you need 2 tight ends all the time to start the year. I know they have a tough start to the year. That's what everybody's fucking saying. Tough start. Shut up. You have Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki. I mean, I think he's going to be a huge part. So don't play him till he's fully healthy. But it seems like there was some sort of bullet dodge. My concern level with this is like a 2. I'm kind of fine with it. Where you guys at with that?
Just have him ready for the Miami game, the Miami Sunday night game. As long as he's ready by then, I'm fine. That's
with him. Week 3, right?
No, that's week 2.
Oh, week 2. Yeah.
I'm fine with him missing the Eagles season opener if that means he's going to be healthy the rest of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I get worried about stuff like this where it's is this going to happen all season? Much like the offensive line, where I'm really already shit. But then Al said, maybe we get it out of the way, give him more than enough rest, and then he's going in super fresh. That's the ideal, optimistic perspective. I usually take the approach where it's damn, he has terminal cancer. Fucking, I'm doom and gloom. So I am a little greened out, but trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah, I think it. I hope he'll come back because he's been really, I guess,
the hype has been ridiculous. Yeah, so this guy, of course, is going to get hurt.
Yeah, of course that's what happens. But I'm still
right. Yeah,
still optimistic on the season, especially with my man Zeke being signed in that horrid, hideous number 15. But did you guys have anything else you wanted to touch on before we get out of here?
Next preseason game, everyone give a player to watch. Who we looking for? We want a big performance. I'm gonna lean off Keion Booty, even though he would be my layup answer. I'm not gonna say it.
Starters playing? Are we assuming the starters are playing for a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kendrick Bourne.
Ooh.
See if he can give a little production, solidify his spot on the roster.
I dig that. I can drive with that. Little Bourne.
I am gonna go with. I want to see Christian Gonzalez play. Actually lock some shit down. That's the guy I want to watch. We saw Keion White. He got Gonzalez got trucked in the first catch that he got by another rookie too. So it wasn't even like a welcome to the NFL. It was like a rookie on rookie crime. Christian Gonzalez. I want to see. Give me a pick. Give me something. Give me like some crazy,
Stephon Gilmore deflection,
whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know it's an easier answer. I wanted to go with Mac Jones just because I want to fucking see him. But Christian Gonzalez, kind of a safe answer for me, but that's who I'm picking.
Cool. Yeah, I'm good. Got nothing else.
I'm going to give the stereotypical dickhead answer that probably all Patriots fans who are juiced up after seeing the first game will say. I want to see Malik Cunningham. I just love it. His scrambles, the moves, scored more touchdowns in college than Lamar Jackson. I eat that shit up. He had, not stellar passes, but he should have thrown a touchdown as well as running for one. I'm looking for him when the preseason is so messy. There's not a whole lot of organization or very flushed out plays. A dude like that should be balling. I want some Johnny Manziel plays out there.
So not Zeke. That's not who you're going to be looking out for.
He won't play. He won't be playing.
Actually, you know what? I'll fuck that. Taking back Christian Gonzalez. No. I'm going Juju. I want to see him play. We haven't seen him really play at all. I want to see him on the field. I want to see this connection that I guess he's getting with Mac. Connection. So that's it. So you got Al. You have Bourne. I got Juju. You got Malik Cunningham. I think Malik Cunningham's going to get a lot of play. Do you think he plays more than Zappe?
No.
No. But like another reason I'm excited to see him is like I want to see him at wide receiver too. Like I want to see him start out at wide receiver and then move to quarterback for like the fourth quarter. Like I want to see what this dude can actually do. Give me the Hines Ward treatment here, the Antoine Randall L.
No, give me that. I want to see that too. That'll be good. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So next time around we'll have another game to talk about. That'll be pretty much it. And I'm sure things are going to be getting ramped up for the season. I don't foresee any crazy signings happening. So I think it's just fucking talking about football now. Finally, we're going to see some starters. Give me Mac Jones. Give me football. Parker. Give me Bourne. Give me fucking all of them. Give me all of them. Except for Zeke. Fuck you. Okay. So for Liam, Al, I'm Mike. This was Tuck Rule Takes, episode 95. We'll see you next week. And I think all we have to say is feed Zeke, right? Right, boys?
Feed Zeke, feed Juju.
Boom.
It's the end of the fucking world.